Doctor, do you have a moment? A close friend of mine neglected his high blood pressure for over 10 years, and it's caused a lot of trouble for his family.
That's worrying. Please tell me more about it.
Yes, my friend Kenichi works in civil construction. The job he chose was harsh, but he had no other choice because he was the breadwinner and needed to send his younger brother to university. After their father passed away, who was quite a spendthrift, their mother was left to raise 2 children on her own in difficult circumstances. The Tanaka family had almost no savings, and their mother had to support the household on her own. Kenichi took the construction job to earn tuition for his brother, who had always wanted to go to college. Out of consideration for his brother's dreams, Kenichi accepted the tough working conditions after high school.
His brother is lucky to have such a wonderful elder brother like Kenichi.
However, that work environment and lifestyle took a toll on Kenichi's health. He consistently had high blood pressure at every medical checkup and was diagnosed with hypertension multiple times. Despite this, he avoided going to the hospital, saying he hated the idea of taking medication for life once he started. He also believed that going to the hospital wouldn't lower his blood pressure and that he might even be killed there. This fear likely stemmed from his childhood trauma of his father dying suddenly from a brain hemorrhage and his mother subsequently developing insomnia and depression.
I'd really like to explain to Kenichi the benefits of taking medication to lower his blood pressure. Why was he so afraid of hospitals?
Well, Kenichi avoided hospitals due to his personal beliefs and his home environment, particularly the deep fear associated with his father's death. He thought, once you start taking medication for high blood pressure, you can't stop, and despite being diagnosed with high blood pressure during health exams, he continued to ignore it. His experience of his father's sudden death from a brain hemorrhage and his mother's subsequent health decline deeply ingrained a simple yet terrifying equation in him. Hospital equals death. Although his father didn't properly manage his hypertension, Kenichi believed even with proper treatment, his blood pressure wouldn't decrease, and he couldn't be saved. This belief and fear were further reinforced by his mother developing insomnia and depression after his father's death, darkening their home environment and heightening his distrust in medical treatment.
What were Kenichi's feelings towards his late father?
Kenichi's feelings towards his father are complex. On one hand, he harbors anger and resentment towards him for being a spendthrift and not looking after his health, which led to his sudden death and added mental stress on their mother. On the other hand, his father's death was a significant shock to Kenichi, bringing him a lot of fear and insecurity about life, especially about health. However, this perspective was accompanied by extreme distrust and fear towards hospitals and medical treatment for hypertension. The impact of his father's death on his mother's health solidified his terrifying image of hypertension, tying it to a realization that health issues could affect not just one person but the entire family, especially those he loved.
It must have been tough for Kenichi when his mother's health also started deteriorating.
Yes, after his father's death, his mother developed insomnia, depression, and even an eating disorder as sleepless nights and high blood pressure took their toll, worsening her health and the overall atmosphere at home.
Kenichi seems like a kind person. How did he feel about his mother?
Kenichi's feelings towards his mother are mixed. He deeply sympathizes and cares for her as she struggled to support the family financially and mentally after his father's death. Yet, he also feels disappointed and frustrated that she couldn't improve her health condition and that the family atmosphere continued to deteriorate. He questions why she hasn't made more effort to improve her health, especially after experiencing the consequences of his father not managing his condition. These feelings of love and respect are tinged with disappointment, anxiety, and anger, which have only intensified as Kenichi himself faces the risk of hypertension affecting his own and his family's lives.